A massive shift is happening in the Middle East. Nothing is as it seems, and Victor Davis Hanson breaks it all down. Check it out.
If you look at the Middle East, uh, that's the most chaotic and optimistic that I've seen in my lifetime.
Really?
Because we pressured and pressured and pressured Israel and tried to keep distance from it. Biden at times couldn't do that because he had people within the Democratic Party and the opposition that wouldn't let him do it. But he wanted to continue the Obama strategic tension, empower the Shia, the Persian, and play them off against Israel and have tension. But if we had this conversation a year ago and I said to you, Iran's going to send 500 projectiles into Israel, only about 1% are going to do anything and no damage. And in retaliation, Israel is going to send 300 planes and destroy entirely all of their air defenses, leaving it completely naked and can be destroyed anytime they want. Then they're going to go into Hezbollah and they're going to target with pagers and blow up 4,000 explosions. And then they're going to go into no man's land, the graveyard of empires, and to Lebanon. And they're going to destroy the whole apparatus of Hezbollah. And then they're going to go into Gaza after October 7th and destroy this terrorist Hamas. And then they're going to finally retaliate to the Houthi and destroy their port facilities and their power grid. They've done some of that. And then, oh, by the way, they're going to so weaken Iran and so weaken Hezbollah that the Syrian Assad archenemy of the United States is going to fall. And it's going to be chaos. No one would believe you. And that's where we are now. And so it's chaos and there's a lot of opportunity for the United States and the West and moderate Arabs to come in. But it wasn't because of Anthony Blinken. And so when I listened to that lecture from Biden 2 days ago to the State Department about all this, what I just entailed that he did, it was all despite him, not because of him. It was because of this person they consider a monster, Benjamin Netanyahu, who they thought would be out, and they wanted him out. And so he had this amazing comeback. And he basically destroyed the ability of enemies of a half century to harm Israel and harm the West. And it's kind of what we talked about once with Donald Trump. He's a tragic hero because he did more to curb terrorism and to stop radical Islamic people injuring the West than anybody has. And the West hated him for it. So it was, but they didn't hate him enough to say, wait a minute, don't destroy don't destroy Hezbollah. Or, well, you went into Hamas, but you went into Gaza, you shouldn't have, but we're not criticizing you did that to Hamas. And please don't start a war, but it's kind of good what you did to Iran. But we don't do it, and we don't like people who do what you did, but we'll take the benefits from it. And that's the essence of the Sophoclean hero.
Many of Israel's enemies pretend to condemn it, pretend to distance themselves from Israel, when in reality, they wholeheartedly support everything that Israel has accomplished. Specifically, its counterweight to Iran. When it takes out Hezbollah proxies, when it takes out Houthi proxies, when it goes after anti-Israel and anti-Western powers in the region, in private, everybody is celebrating, when in public, they condemn Israel. And so when you see these Arab countries or some of these, Western countries condemn Israel, I wouldn't take it at face value. That's all we have for today. For more, subscribe to the channel, Israel Uncensored. You can also go to our main channel, Jewish Uncensored, and subscribe there as well. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.